Most early access games feel like you're being asked to help renovate a house while the roof is still on fire. You pay for the privilege of reporting bugs and navigating grey box environments, hoping the developer doesn't adjust their scope into oblivion. But no rest for the wicked? It's different. It's what happens when you take the methodical, stop and think before you swing combat of a Soulsborne, and shove it into the top-down perspective of an action RPG. It's a remix that punishes the mindless clicking we've been trained to do in Diablo, and replaces it with actual consequence. It feels like something as polished as the Ascent, but with a challenge level that actually respects your time and intelligence. Developed by Moon Studios, the people who gave us the Ori series, and published by Private Division, this is a dark fantasy epic that's already shifted 1.5 million copies in early access. It's currently sitting at a very positive rating on Steam, which is a significant step up from the rocky launch. It'll set you back about 35 quid or $40, and it's currently a PC only affair while they polish it for the inevitable console launch. I've spent the last week drowning in its atmosphere, and frankly, I'm finding it very hard to come up for air. The first thing that hits you, and I mean really hits you, is the visual identity. Moon Studios has moved away from the 2D painterly charm of Ori, and into a 3D isometric space that looks like an oil painting brought to life by a very talented, very depressed Renaissance master. The way the wind catches the foliage and the sheer weight of the atmosphere is staggering. I played this on a controller, and it feels like the natural evolution of the isometric action genre. Think of the polish and the thunk of a game like The Ascent, but with the mechanical depth of Elden Ring. Every swing of a claymore feels like it has actual mass. Every dodge roll is a gamble with your stamina bar. Just quickly, if this review is helping you decide whether your time's better spent in the Crucible or elsewhere, please consider giving it a like and a subscribe. It really helps the videos getting into the view of the right people. Easy. Let's get back to Sakura. It's not the clickfest of Diablo where you're a god erasing screens of pixels. Here, a single bandit with a jagged knife is a genuine threat to your health and your ego. And let's clear the air on performance. Despite the horror stories at launch, things have smoothed out considerably. On a mid-range rig like mine, you can comfortably sit at 60 FPS now. The optimization pass in recent updates has turned a stuttering mess into a silky smooth experience that finally lets the art style shine without the frame time hiccups. The healing system has also found its rhythm. It isn't just about hoarding mushrooms anymore. It's a smart, layered trifecta of food, potions, and spells. You've got your cooked meals for general exploration, which now have a hunger limit to stop you from spamming them in a battle. Then you have your utility runes and spells for the casters out there. These offer instant health at the cost of your precious focus. It's a system that scales with your character's capabilities rather than just being a chore.
In my untethered form, I shall return to Sacrament. You may see me there, but only when I want to be seen.
But where the game really shows its long-term teeth is the Crucible, the Serum Crucible. This is the endgame loop that transforms the game into a high-stakes roguelite. You enter random combat arenas, face down brutal enemies, and eventually square off against the Echo Knight for a chance at Masterwork tier gear. The Crucible isn't just an afterthought. It's where your build crafting is actually put to the test. It fits perfectly into the world building, acting as a trial for the Serum warriors. It's addictive, punishing, and honestly the primary reason I put so many hours in recently. However, we have to talk about the friction. And in No Rest for the Wicked, that friction comes primarily from your backpack. The inventory system is, to put it mildly, a bit of a disaster. The developers throw loot at you like they're trying to get rid of it. Chests are everywhere, gear's constant, and crafting materials are essential. Yet, your starting inventory is roughly the size of a glove box. Upgrading it requires plague ichor, a rare resource you have to hunt for, and even then, it only expands one specific category. You spend 20 minutes playing inventory Tetris for every hour or so played. It doesn't necessarily break the immersion, but when you realize that you're doing it, it's a bit of a pain. Moon Studios has clearly aimed for the stars here. They haven't quite hit them yet, mostly because they're carrying too many items in their inventory to achieve liftoff, but the foundation is undeniable. If they can stop making us micromanage our pockets every 5 minutes, this isn't just a good early access title, it's a genuine contender for the best in its class. It's definitely a game that's worth your time. If you've played it, let me know what you thought. I'll be over here trying to figure out which of these 17 identical swords I should throw into a bush to make room for this potato. See yous in the next one.